Remember, the number outside of the parentheses gets multiplied with everything inside. 3 times 5 is 15. Keep the g. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. And that's over 4. Then we have 2g plus 7 over 6. A common denominator between 6 and 4 is 12. So if I want to turn this into a 12 in the denominator, I multiply 4 times 3 gives me 12. So I also need to multiply everything in the numerator times 3. 15 times 3 is 45, and 3 times 3 is 9, but we're subtracting. Over here, to get 12 in my denominator, I have to multiply by 2. 6 times 2 is 12, so everything in the numerator gets multiplied by 2. 2g times 2 is 4g, and 7 times 2 is 14, but we're adding, so put a plus in the middle. Now I have 45g, and I'm subtracting 4g. 45 minus 4 is 41, and there's a g. Then I have negative 9, and I'm subtracting 14. Negative 9 minus 14 tells me to keep going backwards, and I'm going to be at negative 23. Negative 9, subtract 14, so we keep going backwards, and then this is all over 12. You do not have to go farther than that. That is enough. You could break it up into 2 pieces if you would like, or you could write it as mixed numbers, but you do not have to. In 3q, I have a minus 3d plus 1 over 5 plus d minus 5 over 2 plus 7 over 10. A common denominator between all 3 of these is 10. For that first piece, 5 times 2 makes 10, so everything in my numerator is going to get multiplied by 2. 3 times 2 is 6. It still has the d. 5 multiplied by 2, so 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. In this one, to get 10 as my denominator, 2 times 5 makes 10. Everything in the numerator gets multiplied by 5. D times 5 is 5d, and negative 5 times 5 is negative 25. This one is already over 10, so we do not have to change anything. Here, I'm going to combine my like terms. Any variable piece will be the same if they have the same letter, and then my number pieces also get combined. This negative out front tells me this is negative 6d plus 5d. Leaves me with a negative d. Negative tells me negative 2 minus 25 is negative 27, and then we add 27. So I'm now at negative 20 because that one tells me to go to the right. Negative 2 and negative 25 make negative 27. I move to the right 7 spots, and now I'm at 20. All of this is over 10. Again, you can leave it like this, or you can rewrite it as a mixed number or as 2 separate fractions, but this is a perfectly acceptable answer.